Here we go now.
Hello, Legalites! I am Ange Medina and you are watching Legal Life, the boldest legal magazine show online. Dito lang sa The Bolder Channel. Welcome to the program, Legalites. Dito sa Legal Life, pag-uusapan natin ang mga mahahalaga na papanahong legal issues at makikilala natin ang iba't ibang personalidad at character ng ating mga legal professionals. Be informed, be inspired sa kanilang mga kwento. For the past years, nabago ng teknolohiya, internet at ng social media platforms tulad ng Facebook at YouTube ang ating pakikisalamuha sa ibang tao. Nagbukas din ito ng mga bagong pamamaraan for companies and brands to reach their target market, and that is through social media influencer marketing. Ang tanong, magkano nga ba ang tax na dapat bayaran ng isang influencer na may 1 million followers? That we will find out with our first guest dito sa first and pilot episode ng Legal Life. Sasamahan tayo ni Attorney Edward Guialogo, Managing Partner in the law firm Guialogo and Associates. He is a former Associate Director at SGV, and he is also a tax speaker at TICPA, or the Philippine Institute of Certified Public Accountants. Good evening, Attorney Edward.
Good evening, Attorney Ans, and good evening also to our viewers and listeners.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your time in being with us in discussing itong napapanahon na legal issue. So, Attorney, I'll go straight to the point. Gusto malaman ng lahat, Attorney, paano at kailan nga ba na-create ang tax measure for social media influencers at bakit kailangan silang i-subject sa tax?
Okay. Last month, ang BIR ay naglabas ng Revenue Memorandum Circular 97-2021 kung saan nililiwanag yung tax implications sa mga social media influencers. But Attorney Ans, even before that, subject na talaga sila sa tax. Kasi ang rule naman natin sa Pilipinas, basta ikaw ay kumita at walang batas na nag-i-exempt sa kita mo, subject ka sa income tax. So in short, matagal na subject sa tax yan. Kaso niliwanag lang ng BIR last month na talagang sila ay subject.
Okay, I think it's important for us to take note, especially yung mga tax expert and legal experts, that Revenue Memorandum Circular 97-2021, sir, kung saan sabi nga ni Attorney Edward, doon nilinaw ng BIR yung tax liability ng social media influencers. Sir, moving further, sino nga ba yung included at covered sa term na social media influencers at what kind of taxes are they liable?
Sa RMC 97-2021, may definition ang social media influencer. But basically, sila yung kumikita sa pamamagitan ng paggawa ng content na pinopost nila sa YouTube, sa Facebook, Twitter, and other social media outlets. So basically, that's the definition of social media influencer. Yan, under RMC 97-2021. Yan. And as to the types of taxes, of course, income tax and value-added tax. So these are the basic tax that they have to pay. O kaya naman, kung hindi nila nare-reach yung threshold na 3 million, pwedeng percentage tax lang na 1% instead of VAT.
Okay, so that's income tax and meron silang business tax or VAT na kailangang bayaran. Depende din, sir, sa kung magkano yung kanilang kinikita.
Yes, oo. Pag lumagpas na yan ng 3 million sa isang taon, VAT na yan. Pero kung hindi ka naman lumalagpas ng 3 million, pwedeng percentage tax lang na sa ngayon ay 1%.
Oh, thank you for that clarification, Attorney Edward. And I think ito yung mahalaga gustong malaman ng especially ng ating mga social media influencers, no? Meron bang exempted sa pagbabayad ng mga tax liability na iyong binanggit kanina like the income tax and the VAT or the business tax?
Wala pong exempted dyan. Ano? Lahat ay may obligasyon na magbayad kasi sabi ko nga po, ang rule natin dito sa Pilipinas, kapag ikaw ay kumita, kahit sa nanggaling yan, kahit sa mabuti, kahit sa masama, no, dapat magbayad ka ng income tax. Siguro merong nagkasabi na pwede ma-exempt kung hindi maabot ng, hindi lumalagpas ng 250,000 yung kanilang taxable income. But actually, it's not exemption no? Ang nakalagay kasi sa batas, subject pa rin yan sa tax, kaya lang the rate is zero. Therefore, wala silang babayaran na income tax. Pero, magbabayad pa rin sila ng percentage or value-added tax. Kasi yan, nakabase yan sa kung magkano talaga yung pumasok na pera. No?
Oh, okay. So walang exempted, but
Wala.
pwede na because of mababa yung kinita for that year, for example, zero yung iyong
Zero
tax.
income tax.
But let's,
Income tax.
okay. Okay. Sir, paano pag ganun na zero yung income tax mo? So, kailangan mo pa rin bang makipag-coordinate with the BIR or mag-file, mag-register? Or hindi na? Kasi zero naman yung iyong tax.
Yeah, kailangan mo pa rin talaga mag-register. No? Kasi once nga na kumita ka, you are subject to internal revenue taxes. At nakalagay naman po sa National Internal Revenue Code natin yan na if you are subject to internal revenue taxes, you have to register with the BIR. Even ultimately, zero para ang magiging rate mo, kailangan mag-register ka pa rin at mag-file ka ng return.
Okay. And sir, for everyone's information, especially I think those falling under the category of social media influencers or yung mga kumikita sa internet, let's discuss their specific obligation in relation to the paying of taxes. Ano po? So ano nga ba yung kanilang mga dapat gawin, sir?
Okay. Alam nyo, nung panahon ng dating BIR Commissioner, si Commissioner Kim Menares, sinamarize niya sa 3 letters yung tax obligations ng bawat taxpayers. No? Ito yung tinatawag na RFP. No? RFP, Register, File, and Pay. So basically, these are the tax obligations of every taxpayers. No? Register, file, and pay the taxes. Yan.
Sir, paano yung register? Ano ang ibig sabihin ng register?
Okay. Ibig sabihin ng register, pupunta ang taxpayer sa BIR. No? Kung ikaw ay social media influencer, most likely ikaw ay self-employed individual. No? So pupunta ka doon, magpaparegister ka as a self-employed. Tapos ang BIR naman, i-issuean ka nung tinatawag na BIR Form 2303 o Certificate of Registration. Tapos doon mo na makikita yung mga tax types na applicable sa'yo. So definitely, merong income tax yan, merong value-added tax kung big type ka na social media influencer. Ano? Pero kung hindi naman niya umabot ng 3 million, maaaring percentage tax lang yan imbis na value-added tax. And then, kung may empleyado ka, pwedeng meron pang withholding tax on compensation. Kung nagre-renta ka ng mga spaces, pwede pang expanded withholding tax. No? So, depende sa circumstances ng social media influencers. Basically, kung malaki na ang kita mo, pwedeng ang tax types mo ay mas marami kaysa doon sa income tax at value-added tax lang. Yan. So, yun ang ibig sabihin ng register.
Sir, okay. So, sabi mo, sir, upon registration, si BIR mismo, bibigyan ka ng form and they will inform you what type of taxes are you liable for. Tama ba? So, informed ka naman. You are guided by the BIR upon registration.
Yeah, oh. At saka actually, yun yung malalagay sa certificate of registration mo, galing din naman sa iyo yun sa mga disclosures mo sa BIR 'di ba? So, actually yung certificate of registration na yan, dapat niya i-display mo yan dun sa iyong principal place of business. Dapat yan, pwede punta ang BIR, makikita nila, no? So yun, inform ka kung ano mga kailangan mong i-comply. Nandun yun sa certificate of registration.
Okay, so that's letter R, but you said it's RFP. Sir, ano naman yung F?
F is of course file, no? Hindi pwede na nag-register ka lang tapos hindi ka magpa-file, no? So sabi ko nga, nandiyan yan sa certificate of registration. So kung nakita mo diyan, income tax, ilang beses ka ba dapat mag-file ng income tax return? Dapat 4 na beses, okay? May 3 quarterly and then merong isang annual, yung fina-file pag April of the following year, di ba? And then kung subject ka sa VAT, kinakailangan every month nagka-file ka ng VAT return, ano? And then if you have other tax types like sabi ko ako may empleyado, withholding tax, dapat i-file mo rin 'yon, no? So ikaw ang magko-compute ng tax mo, ikaw ang magfa-file ng return mo sa BIR. Ganun po 'yon, yung letter F.
Okay, so yun ang filing. So sir, ang question naman, anong mga returns yung kailangang i-file ng ating mga social media influencers?
Kung ikaw ay subject sa value added tax sa VAT halimbawa, no, so monthly magka-file ka ng VAT returns, okay? So first 2 months of the quarter monthly remittance, and then for the quarterly return, but in total 12 yan. Pero sa income tax naman 4 lang yan, first, second and third quarter, and then yung yung annual na, yung sa April 15 of the following year na. Yan ang mga returns na basically dapat na i-file.
Okay. So, parang ang dami atang kailangang i-file.
Yeah, marami talaga.
Oo. Baka yung iba malilito. Sir, dapat yung individual mismo yung magpa-file nito, or someone can do this on their behalf?
Pwede naman na you can authorize another person to do that in your behalf, no? Pero, syempre, kung anong ilalagay nung inauthorize mo na yon, liability mo yon, di ba? Bilang taxpayer, you can authorize another person, but then kung merong mali doon, sagutin mo rin yon, di ba?
Oh, okay. Sir, sabi mo kanina PRFPP is pay, di ba?
Pay, yeah.
Kailan nila gagawin yung payment na yon?
Madali na lang yan. Kasi ang rule naman natin dito sa Pilipinas, no, pay as you file. Okay? So kung kailan ang deadline ng filing, dun ka rin magbabayad ng tax sa BIR, no? 'Yon. So
Okay,
same
so
time as filing.
All right. So you register, and then after that, same time naman yung iyong filing of your tax returns, and then the payment of yung karapatang tax na kailangan mong bayaran. Okay, sir, we mentioned there are a lot of taxes to be paid by a social media influencer, but is there a way for them to save on taxes or minimize yung kanilang babayaran na tax? And ano yung mga consideration in minimizing or saving on taxes, sir?
Okay. Di ba, sabi natin, ang basic na tax liability na is income tax, no? Ang income tax, hindi naman yan nakabase sa kung magkano yung natanggap mo na pera. Kasi ang sinusunod natin na rule is net income taxation. Ibig sabihin ng net income taxation, ang taxpayer pwede mag-claim ng mga expenses or deductions. Diba? So, kung halimbawa, kumita ka ng 1 milyon, hindi naman isasabi sa tax yung buong 1 milyon. Papayagan ka mag-claim ng mga expenses. Paano ka makakatipid? Okay? Dapat i-document mo yung mga expenses mo. Dapat pag bumili ka ng, for example, camera, bumili ka ng mga ilaw, di ba? Kailangan yan. Pag gumagawa ka ng content, dapat manghihingi ka ng sales invoice doon sa mga tindahan na pinagbibilan mo. Kung meron kang mga tao, dapat meron kang payroll para ma-document yung mga expenses. Kasi kung hindi mo i-document yung mga expenses mo na yan at na-audit ka later, i-disallow ng BIR yan. Kaya dapat masinop ka sa mga records. Yan.
Oh, okay. Kung social media influencer ka, so pwede mong i-deduct, for example, ang lagi nilang mga expenses would be travel expenses, di ba? They would go from one place to another. Oh,
Yeah.
so pwede yun. Pwede nilang i-deduct yun doon sa kanilang gross income. How about, sir, yung kanilang syempre they're using the internet, yung kanilang internet connection, di ba? Kailangan malakas yung internet bandwidth nila,
Correct,
naman
correct. Oo.
mahal yung
Oo.
kanilang binabayaran.
Pwede
So
nilang
these
i-deduct
are
yan.
among.
Yeah, kasi yung internet talagang very obvious naman yan na requirement para makagawa sila ng content, 'di ba? So, pwede i-deduct yan. But then sabi ko nga, dapat i-document nila. Kasi kung hindi nila i-document at na-audit sila, madi-disallow lang din yan. 'Di ba?
What about, sir, kung, di ba, merong mga social media influencers na everyday naglalabas ng kanilang mga videos. So, sasabihin nila, I don't have time to document all my expenses. Hindi na ako makapag-file ng mga, di ba, yung kanilang mga resibo and everything. So, wala na. If they don't have these invoices at yung mga yung documents proving yung kanilang expenses, hindi na sila makakapag-claim ng deduction of expenses, sir?
It does not follow. Okay? Kung ganon, pwede naman sila mag-claim ng tinatawag na optional standard deduction. Okay? Kaya lang, dahil yan ay optional, ibig sabihin, exception to the rule yan. Hindi yan ang default. Dahil yan ay exception to the rule, dapat sa first quarter income tax return pa lang, i-signify na yan ng taxpayer o social media influencer na yan ang gagamitin niya na mode of deduction. So ang OSD o optional standard deduction, that's 40% of the gross receipts. So kung ang kabuuan kita nila sa isang taon ay 1 milyon at pinili nila yung OSD, automatic meron silang deduction na 400,000.
Oh, so iyan ang ma-advise natin for a social media influencers na wala ng time talaga to document their expenses. They have the option to apply for the OSD or optional standard deduction, tama, sir, which is
Yes.
okay, 40% of their gross income. Okay. Sir, meron pa bang way on how for them to save taxes?
Meron pa, no? Kasi remember, karamihan ng mga social media influencers ngayon nasa YouTube, di ba? And I understand, ang nagbabayad sa kanila is a US company, si Google. And ang treatment kasi ni Google dyan, and under US law, yung binabayad ni Google sa kanila, these are treated as royalties. And under US laws, kapag ang isang US-based company nagbabayad ng royalties, subject yan sa 24% na withholding tax. Sabihin, kung 1 milyon ang kinita ni social media influencer from YouTube, hindi 1 milyon na makakarating dito sa social media influencer sa Pilipinas. Babawasan niya ng 24% or 240,000. Pero ang Pinas at ay merong tax treaty kung saan kapag ang tumatanggap ng kita ay residente ng Pilipinas, no? Pwedeng yung 24% maging 15% na lang. Okay? Kaya lang may requirement yan. May requirement na kailangan kunin sa BIR, yung tinatawag na Certificate of Tax Residency, no? So yun lang, kailangan kuhanin sa BIR yun at i-inform mo si Google na ako ay residente ng Pilipinas and I will avail the treaty, no? So yun, makakatipid ka ng 9% sa withholding tax sa Amerika.
Oh, okay. So, sir, tama ba yung aking pagkakaintindi that because of yung income or sabi mo nga, yung binabayad ni YouTube, for example, which is a US company, is treated as royalties, subject na siya ng tax doon pa lang sa US.
Oo,
and
sa US
another, okay. And another tax liability na naman pagdating dito sa Pilipinas.
Oo, yeah.
Okay.
Ganun siya. Kaya nga ginawa yung tax treaty para ma-minimize yung effect ng double taxation. No? So, since nandyan yan, ang advice natin sa mga social media influencers, avail nila yung benefit ng tax treaty na yun.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay. So, sir, tama ba if they can avail of the tax treaty, the benefits of the tax treaty, pero kailangan lumapit muna sila prior sa BIR at kanilang sabihin also doon sa YouTube, for example, na they are availing of the tax treaty. So, umpisa pa lang dapat nag-register at binanggit na nila.
Dapat kumuha muna sila ng certification sa BIR, ng tinatawag na TRC or Tax Residency Certificate, bilang katibayan na sila ay residente ng Pilipinas, no? Tapos i-inform nila si Google na resident ako ng Philippines, ito ang proof ko, wag mo akong withholdan ng 24, dapat 15 lang. Sundin natin yung treaty.
Okay. Sir, paano yung mga because we hear sa news na meron yung mga ibang social media influencers na ngayon lang sila na-inform that they need to pay taxes. Paano yung mga yun, sir, that they've already nakakuha na sila ng bayad from these social media platforms at hindi nila na-inform yung BIR and the social media platform that they would avail of the benefits of the tax treaty? So, ibig sabihin ba nito hindi na nila ma-avail yung benefits ng tax treaty?
Hindi na nila ma-avail yung benefit mo.
So I think that's one of the benefits.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the...
Actually, isa pwede nilang gawin yung tinatawag na tax credit. No? Pero yung tax credit, makakausapin din natin na isang episode para dyan. But basically, para makatipid sila, mag-avail na sila ng tax treaty. Yan na lang.
Okay, thank you for that clarification, Attorney Edward. And recently we hear from the news na yung mga social media influencers parang tinatakot sila and they were sinasabihan sila na magbayad kayo ng inyong tax obligation dahil kung hindi, i-audit kayo ng BIR. Ano ba itong pinag-uusapan natin na power of the BIR to audit? At anong proseso ba ito, sir?
Okay. Remember, Ange, earlier when we were discussing the filing part, I said that itong mga social media influencers, sila o kaya yung mga authorized person nila ang nag-prepare ng return. Sila din ang nagbabayad. Sila ang nagko-compute ng taxes. Pero hindi naman ibig sabihin nun kung anong dineclare nila, yun na yun. Diba? So ang BIR under the National Internal Revenue Code can audit all taxpayers including the social media influencers. So pwede silang ma-audit for the BIR to confirm kung tama ba yung dineclare nila. Or kung hindi sila nag-file ng return dati, pwede pa rin silang singilin through BIR audit. Yan.
Okay. So yun po sa ating audience, that is the power of the BIR to audit you. So kahit na dati hindi kayo nag-register, hindi kayo nag-file ng taxes, but the BIR pwede nila kayong i-audit at singilin pa rin ng inyong unpaid tax liability. Yeah. Okay, sir, balikan na natin yung tanong na ating ni-raise earlier. Pwede ba talaga nating masabi kung magkano ba or ma-estimate ngayon kung magkano ang tax obligation ng isang influencer with 1 million followers or viewers in YouTube, for example? Okay.
Well, hindi naman ako social media influencer para malaman ko ang kita. Pero pagpalagay natin na 1 milyon ang kinita sa isang taon. At itong si social media influencer masyadong busy para itago yung kanyang mga dokumento. Kaya nag-OSD na lang siya, optional standard deduction. So 1 million minus 40%, that's 600,000 pesos. Yan ang magiging taxable income niya for income tax purposes. And based on the income tax table na meron tayo ngayon as amended by Drain Law, more or less mga 80,000 pesos ang kanyang dapat na bayaran kung 600,000 ang kanyang taxable income. And then, doon naman sa percentage tax, additional 1% yun. So, kung 1 million times the 1%, 10,000 yun. So, 90,000 in total. Yan ang dapat niyang bayaran sa gobyerno kung siya ay gagamit ng OSD.
Okay. Yeah, that is if OSD, which is yung 40% na diba? Standard deduction. And it would vary naman kapag masinop yung social media influencer at madami siyang dokumento na nagpapatunay ng kanyang mga expenses. So, ayun, I think that's the answer to our question. It would really depend on how much is your net income and yung kung magkano yung mga expenses na iyong i-deduct sa iyong gross income in case, di ba, hindi OSD yung iyong pipiliin. Alright. Sir, eto na. At what stage ba ang isang social media influencer or content creator should lalapit sa isang tax expert? Kailan ba talaga sila lalapit dapat sa tax expert in relation to filing their taxes?
Well, kung ikaw ay ino-audit na ng BIR, definitely dapat meron ka ng kasama na tax expert, no, or tax consultant, kasi hindi naman advisable na ino-audit ka ng BIR tapos ikaw mismo ang lumalapit sa BIR, hindi ka kumukonsulta. Kasi alam mo, pag ino-audit ka ng BIR, tatanungin ka niyan, marami kang ibibigay na information ngayon, di ba? Ito kasing failure to comply with our tax laws, it can result in criminal liability. Pwede kang makasuhan ng kriminal, di ba? Kaya maganda kung guided ka kapag ino-audit ka. Pero, no, pinakamaganda, kahit hindi ka pa ino-audit, simula pa lang, pinakamainam is ikaw mismo pag-aralan mo, o kaya kumuha ka na ng tax consultant or accountant o bookkeeper na gagawa nito para sa iyo.
Oh, okay. Sir, of course, yung iba, yung hindi alam kung magkano yung kanilang ipa-file na tax, hindi nila alam yung kanilang obligasyon to file taxes, o kaya meron yung iba, they filed taxes but hindi tama kasi hindi sila properly guided by the tax expert. Ano nga ba, sir, yung consequence kung sakali na yung isang social media influencer ay talagang hindi nag-file at hindi nagbayad ng kanyang taxes? Pwede ba sila, sir, makulong or ano ba ang consequence?
Pwede. Hindi ko sila tinatakot dahil yan ay nasa tax code naman natin. Failure to file return, failure to provide information, accurate information, pwedeng mag-resulta sa criminal liability. But aside from that, syempre, kung meron kang mga hindi nabayaran ng taxes, sisingilin pa rin sa iyo ng BIR yan, and this time, malaki na ang penalty. Pwede kang masingil ng surcharge na 25 to 50% and then interest of 12% per year, no? Yan.
So kung nagpabaya ka pala in filing and paying your proper taxes, madaming consequence. So
Yes.
lalaki pa yung iyong tax na babayaran because of surcharges and interest at pwede ka pang makulong. Okay, sir, knowing all that consequences, I know you are very familiar with the process, no? Ano ang iyong magiging advisor sa mga social media influencers para maiwasan yung mga anumang tax issue?
Ang advice ko sa kanila ay take some time to familiarize sa kanilang mga tax obligation, and at the same time, kung kaya naman na nilang mag-engage ng consultant, accountant, bookkeeper, or basta merong alam sa tax, mag-engage na sila. Kasi syempre, busy sila sa paggawa ng content, para maayos. At the same time, dapat nga, sabi ko, pag-aralan din nila para naman may idea sila kung tama yung ginagawa ng mga tagapag-prepare nila. Kasi at the end of the day, sa kanilang liability pa rin yan. Sakaling merong mali.
So it's also kahit na nag-hire ka ng isang tax expert or someone who would keep the books, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Pero it's your personal obligation pa din to see to it
Oh.
na tamang tax yung iyong fina-file. Sir, that's your advice for social media influencers. And sir, as based on your experience as a person who's been guiding the public on their tax liability, ano naman po ang iyong message sa BIR kung paano magiging mas maayos ang kanilang implementation or yung pagsisingil ng taxes sa mga tao?
Okay, alam mo, mga taga-BIR, mga kaibigan natin yan, mga taga-BIR.
Yes.
Anyway, if you are expecting the taxpayers to comply with the requirements of the tax code, to follow the process, ang BIR, sana they follow also the process, lalo na sa BIR audit, no? Kasi I understand itong pag-audit nila ng influencers, may potential talaga na maka-collect sila ng malaking taxes dito, no? Sana magawa ng tamang procedure kasi in the past maraming mga celebrities na in-audit pero pagdating sa Court of Tax Appeals naka-cancel ang mga assessment dahil sa technicalities, hindi nalagyan ng deadline, hindi na-attach ang assessment notice. So, sana sumunod sila sa proseso para hindi naman masayang yung makukolect ng taxes.
Oh, so hindi lang yung ating mga social media influencers yung kailangang sumunod or 'di ba to do their obligation to pay taxes, but also 'di ba para makasingil ng tama at very yung magandang yung kailangan din ng BIR na sundin yung mga proseso na nakaset, 'di ba? Kasi kung hindi tama, hindi nila masisingil at it's kawalan din 'yon sa ating gobyerno because more
Tama.
taxes, 'di ba? I think it would raise yung kanilang mga services ng government sa mga tao,
Yes.
'di ba? Kasi doon naman nila ginagamit yung ating mga taxes na binabayadan.
Correct,
Okay.
correct.
That's very well said, Attorney Edward. Your advice to the BIR, your advice to social media influencers, and thank you very much for sharing your precious time and your expertise with us, sir. Before we close this first half of Legal Life, can you please tell us about your firm? What kind of legal services does your firm offer, and yung ating mga potential clients, how can they contact or reach you, sir?
Okay. Yung aming law firm, Dialogo and Associates, specializes in two main practice areas, no? Taxation and election. How can they contact me? They can just search my name sa Facebook and message me. That's the easiest way to contact me. No? Meron din kaming Facebook page, Dialogo and Associates. They can search that also.
Ayun. Since we're talking about social media platforms, yon ang that's the swiftest
Yeah.
way kung paano nyo po ma-reach si Attorney Edward at ang kanyang law firm by messaging their official Facebook account. Alright. Thank you very much, Attorney Edward, again. And for sure, tulad ko, ang dami kong natutunan eh. So sigurado ako madami ding natutunan yung ating audience sa discussion na ito. And there you go, guys. This is the first part of our show, and Legal Life will be right back. Don't go away.
That's right. PasaJob rewards you for connecting employers to the right candidates. So apply, refer, get paid with PasaJob. Hassle maghanap ng trabaho, pero sa app na to, lagi kang panalo. Nakatulong ka na, may reward ka pa. Sali ka na! Download the app to PasaJob, help a friend, get a reward.
So hello, nagbabalik ang Legal Life. But before we continue, let us first greet our viewers on Facebook and on Kumu app. Okay, thank you very much to all those who are viewing us live on Facebook and those hanging out with us sa ating Kumu app. And we have here, let's greet and Attorney Mark Bantige. I think he is watching together with his wife, Amy. Ayan, sabi niya, hello po, Attorneys Ange and Edward. I hope, Attorney Bantige, that you got a lot of insights, di ba, para sa iyong mga potential clients also. And hello from Litz Camille from Malabon City, who's also watching with us. We also have Natalie Velasquez, who's watching from General Trias, Cavite. And there are also those watching from my hometown in Pangasinan. Hello po sa inyong lahat. Ayan. So that's it. I also want to greet, of course, those who are watching live and hanging out with us, diba, our third in Kumu app. Hello, and I hope you learned a lot from this episode. hello also to those watching from Lingayen, Pangasinan, and there are those watching from Singapore also daw and from New Zealand. Hello po sa inyong lahat. Now, let's proceed to the second half of Legal Life. Ito naman yung lifestyle portion of your boldest legal magazine show online. So, sabi nila, kami daw mga abogado ay masyadong stiff. 'Di ba? We dress lagi pag nakikita nyo kami nakabarong o kaya ito naka-blazer. Sabi nila, the lawyers, they look so strict, and when they talk, they are so straightforward. Kulang na lang sabihin nila na hindi kami fun kasama. Totoo nga ba ito or hindi lang nila alam, di ba? Well, let's meet our guest na magpapatunay that lawyers, ang inyong mga abogado, can also be adventurous and super fun too. Our guest for today dito sa lifestyle portion is Attorney Joe Bellarmino. Hello, Attorney Joe. Welcome to Legal Life, and how are you?
Very, and thank you all the legal. I'm happy to be part of your episode. I'm good. I read and very into yourself say.
I think there is. Am I clear? Can you hear me clearly, Attorney Joe?
Southern Oman.
Oh, I think we're having some issue with your audio.
Lemsotan lang tunat. Isber.
Hello?
Bethany.
There's your medyo robotics, yung robotics.
Here we go now. 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 Here we go now.
So, hello, Legal Life is back, and here with us is Attorney Joe Bellarmino. Hello, Attorney Joe. Welcome to Legal Life, and kamusta? How are you?
Attorney Ange, pasensya na for the technical difficulty. I'm very good. I'm really good. I'm very excited to be here to be part of your pilot for the pilot episode of Legal Life. So thank you for having me.
Yes, of course, it's our privilege and our pleasure having you here at our first episode. Okay, Attorney Joe, I would feign my ignorance on your specialization, okay? But for the benefit of our audience, 'di ba? Can you tell us your specializations as a lawyer and share with us what other things you do aside from practicing law? In short, ano nga ba ang iyong other passions aside from law practice?
Okay, so I've been a lawyer for 5 years, Attorney Ange. Sa loob ng 3 taon, I've been doing data privacy law, data privacy practice. So it's a really new branch of law kung saan data privacy rights ng mga data subject ang concerned natin. Very brand new to sa Pilipinas. And I'm also doing litigation every now and then, but more on data privacy. I also do speaking engagements for data privacy all over the Philippines. Pero aside from being a lawyer, I'm also a creative, Attorney Ange. I have a background in public relations and advertising. So mahilig ako gumawa ng content. I also do video editing. Kaya nga some of my friends, they call me Joe of all trades. And I'm also a professional host. I do weddings or corporate events every now and then. And mahilig ako bumiyahe. I like to travel. That's one of my passions. And also, I don't know if you consider that as a passion, Attorney Ange, but I really like engaging with people. I like talking to them. I like being in the presence of an audience. So, yan ang pinagkakaabalahan ko if I'm not doing my practice as a lawyer. And I also like being able to meet a lot of people and just, learn about things in life.
So, sa ating mga audience, no, so we have here a lawyer who specializes in data privacy, which is very napapanahon, especially ngayon that everyone is using the internet, and they have their social media accounts. Before they create their social media accounts, they upload a lot of their information or yung kanilang mga private information. So, we a data privacy practitioner, nabanggit mo that you edit videos, you also have hosting gigs, and you love traveling. I think ito po, if hindi pa yun enough to convince our audience that lawyers are adventurous and can be fun too. Hindi ko na alam, di ba? Okay.
That's right.
Di ba? That would be a lot of passion aside from you said nga you are a data privacy practitioner, naglilitigate ka pa. Talking about these passions, Joe, your video editing, hosting, and traveling, does it impact or your work as your professional work as a lawyer? Does it help you?
It does, Attorney Ange, in many ways, no? I mean, during my time at my former job at the National Privacy Commission, hindi lang ako doon basta abogado because I was also doing hosting gigs for the commission. So I was the host of the commission. I was also sent to different countries, para kasi, they like that, they know that I'm a very gregarious individual. So mahilig akong makipag-usap sa mga tao. So ako yung pinapadala. And also I create the scripts, the contents, what they say as the opening billboard or yung OBB sa tinatawag sa TV, no? Ginagawa ko yun, I edit the video. So it has really impacted my professional life in many ways. And dahil mahilig ako at marunong ako dun sa ganun, napagsasabay ko siya. Ibig sabihin, lawyer ako, but at the same time, nagagawa ko yung mga bagay na yon, which is very fulfilling because you get to do your profession and you also get to do your first love at the same time. So that's really, that's one way to really do about it, Sobrang thankful ako and saya because it's a good opportunity to also share the knowledge on data privacy because I've also been doing talks on data privacy at nagagamit ko yung talent ko sa public speaking on that area, no? So yes, it's been very helpful.
you shared a lot on how you this passion helped you sa iyong practice as a lawyer, ano. But you know what I got from your discussion is that nakatipid ang National Privacy Commission because they
That's
have
true.
you, diba? Aside from, I heard you're the former executive director of the NPC, diba? So,
That's true,
but
Yan.
aside from being an executive director, they had a host who could host their events and someone who could do their video promotions, diba? Wow. So,
Oo, hindi ko sila
since,
kinarge doon, libre yun.
nako, baka you want to say hi to your former boss, diba?
Yes, hi to Commissioner Raymond Leboro and to everyone at the National Privacy Commission. I miss you guys.
Ayun. And you said that gusto mong makipag-usap sa public, ano. So ito hinuhulaan ko na. Are you also the official spokesperson of the NPC during your time?
Yes, Attorney Ange, I was officially designated as the spokesperson of the commission. So I was doing a lot of interviews before radio, televisions, and even platforms like this. So yun nga, napagsasabay ko yung legal practice ko and at the same time, my passion for public speaking and engaging with people. So it was very fun.
Wow, I'm very happy that diba, that you were able to use your passion sa iyong professional work as a lawyer. But Attorney Joe, no, on a serious note, you are, for the information of the public, Attorney Joe is one of my good friends or one of the best if he feels the same way. Diba?
I do.
So I know that he is a proud member of the LGBTQ plus community. But so I'm interested, Joe, and I think a lot of your friends also at yung ating mga audience would be very interested. After you decided to join the legal profession, nagkaroon ka ba ng fears that in wanting to be part of the legal profession, you would be facing some challenges?
I did. In fact, nung pumasok ako ng law school, during my first and second year, I wasn't as open as I am now about my sexuality. And madaming fears because the legal profession, or at least law school at that time, had this masculine character, no? And then members of fraternities would approach you. So I had this fear na baka I wouldn't be taken seriously, or you'd hear stories na sinasabi, itong professor na to, ayaw niya ng ganito, ayaw niya ng gay, ayaw niya ng, or lesbian. So may mga ganong rumors, no? But of course, I don't know if that was true. I'm very lucky kasi hindi naman ako naka-experience ng discrimination in that sense because I'm also a very strong-headed individual. But then, you have those challenges every now and then, hindi mo mapipigilan yan because kahit nung ako ay nag-join na ng legal profession at naging abogado na, kahit sa korte, no, I used to do litigation and most of my clients were inmates, mga nakakulong. And kahit open naman ako about who I am, sometimes I have to modulate my voice just to get the command, alam mo yon, just to get the attention of the inmates. And also may mga judges din, hindi ko na lang rin sasabihin. Sabi ko nga, very masculine character ang legal profession na sometimes they still tend to discriminate people, gay people, or members of the LGBT na uma-appear sa korte nila, no? The way they dress, the way they speak, the way they talk. So these are things na nai-encounter ng mga miyembro ng LGBT every now and then. And nai-encounter ko din yun. But then to me, sabi ko nga, I'm very lucky because I also know how to present myself. Not na nahihiya ako of who I am, but because I know how to do it. Kumbaga parang, if you ask me if I'm gay, I'll definitely tell you. Pero kung sa korte ba, ganito ako, yes, ganito rin ako, how you see me. And walang problema doon, no? So, it was a very challenging time. Nag-isip din ako minsan kung ako ba ay tutuloy sa law school. But then, as you grow older, wala na eh. Kumbaga, mas pipiliin mo yung mas maging masaya para sa sarili mo. It doesn't really matter.
Before I proceed to my official questions, I think a lot of our audience got inspired doon sa yung mga sharing about the challenges of you being admittedly a member of the LGBT community. So madaming nag-comment sa ating Facebook, and one of them is your really good friend also. Sabi ni Jill Kalimlim, go Attorney Joe. And Brian Bree, sabi niya, pakitanong po kung single siya. Maraming nagtatanong. Di ba?
Single po,
And
single.
Ayun, single. Oh my. So now po sa mga audience na nagtatanong, 'di ba? Attorney Joe is single, but the more important question is, are you ready to mingle? 'Di ba? 'Yun naman ang tanong niya.
Tsaka ako na sasagutin yun, attorney.
Oo, backstage or private message na lang. Okay, and another friend of yours, I'm sure, sabi niya, proud of you, Besh. Sabi ni Angela Mejia.
Oh, wow. Hi. Hi to my friends. Thank you for watching.
So Joe, you've shared with us. Thank you for being open about the challenges that you've faced, 'di ba, sa legal profession. So I think you are really an inspiration for all of us. After hurdling those challenges that you've mentioned, as a lawyer and as part of the LGBT community, what are you most proud of?
What am I most proud of? As a lawyer, I guess I'm proud that I was part of the National Privacy Commission during the time na in-establish pa lang siya. I was part of spreading the word, the knowledge about data privacy, because we all should know about data privacy. Even yung ating mga influencers, no, hindi lang yung tax ang dapat yung alam. You should also know what to share on your videos, on your channels, on your social media. And I'm also proud that I'm able to inspire young lawyers, not just as a member of the LGBT, but of all genders. Attorney Ange, if I may just share, I would get messages on my social media saying that, attorney, you've inspired me to not just focus on my studies, but to also do extracurricular. And even as I became a lawyer, I would receive messages saying that, attorney, you're really someone I look up because you go for what you want. And regardless of your individuality. And yun yung pinaka-importante sa akin, no? To be able to inspire people na no matter who you are, saan ka mang manggaling, ano man ang iyong sexual orientation, ano man ang iyong sexual preference, no? Basta meron kang hangarin na makatulong sa iyong kapwa, meron kang goal to be of service to your country regardless of who you are. I think that is something that I'm really most proud of, that for the past 5 years that I've been a lawyer. It gives me so much fulfillment knowing that in many ways I have inspired students and young lawyers.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the effect of you being out there, being honest and embracing your sexual identity and being proud, 'di ba? And ang bayad dyan is that you inspire a lot of people, and madami these people, they look up to you as their term idol, but as a role model, that if you can be honest about yourself and you can be successful, sila din, the youth and everyone, they could also be very honest about their sexual identity and be successful in their chosen profession.
That's
okay.
Right.
That's very inspiring. I can't help but use the word inspiration or inspiring because as your personal friend, it's also something that I get from you. Whenever I feel tired, ang iisipin ko, nako, mas madaming ginagawa si Attorney Joe. Nag-i-edit siya ng video, nag-host pa siya ngayon, 'di ba? And after that, madami pa siyang mga gagawing work. So you are really an inspiration for the audience, 'di ba?
Thank
And
you.
also
That's
to
something
me,
you've never told me before, but thank you for telling me that, Attorney Ange.
Yes. Thank you. And okay, so now let's go to something that everyone is experiencing, yung COVID-19 pandemic. What do you miss the most that makes you wish na sana bukas tapos na tong pandemic so that you can go back to an activity that you really super love?
That's right, no? COVID made our lives really extra harder. But if there's something that I miss, siguro pareho lang rin sa ibang tao. I miss being out there. I miss the freedom. I miss seeing family and friends without the fear of, being able, baka may mapasa kang hindi maganda doon sa iyong kaibigan o sa kapamilya. So I miss that freedom. Kumbaga parang just being able to go to a coffee shop and read without the fear. I also miss, on a very personal level, I miss being in front of an audience. I miss the energy that I get kapag ako ay nasa harap ng hundreds or thousands of people. As I've said, I do host corporate events or weddings. So that's also something that I miss. And I just miss the life without the fear of getting something and potentially causing your death. So yun yung mga nami-miss ko sa panahon ngayon na talagang COVID is, hindi pa talaga siya natatapos at patuloy siya ng patuloy.
Yes, I was expecting that the most thing that you would miss would be traveling, but you said it's more of the interaction talaga, no? Yung personal relationship with other people. That's the thing that you
Yeah.
miss the most. And sabi niya, to our audience, ang sabi niya, Attorney Joe, na-miss niya yung energy with hosting or facing a lot of people. So, yung energy po niya ngayon, di ba? You could feel his vibe. It's very positive, but iba pa rin talaga when you see him in person and he hosts or nakikipag-interact in person. So, I hope the pandemic ends para
I know.
you experience that again. Not only for your benefit, but for the benefit of the people that you influence by your personal presence and in pursuing your passion also.
Thank you.
Okay, but what's your realization during this pandemic naman? How does this economic and health crisis affected your everyday life, whether that it be personal or professional?
First, as to the realizations, I would have to say we have to be purposeful sa ating mga gagawin sa buhay. This COVID really made us realize kung gaano kabilis ang buhay, how life can be very fleeting. No? So we have to be very purposeful kung anong gagawin natin, lahat ng desisyon natin, saan tayo patungo. Kasi hindi natin alam hanggang kailan yung buhay natin. Hindi natin alam kailan tayo mawawala dito sa mundo. And also to do what makes you happy now, regardless of what other people will say. Syempre, of course, dapat hindi ka mananapak ng iyong kapwa. So just do what makes you happy, regardless of your fears. Kasi sabi nga, you will never know unless gagawin mo siya. No? So those are, I guess, for me, the two most important things that I realized during this pandemic. As to your second question, how did it affect me? In a lot of ways, Attorney Ange, alam mo, I'm a very outgoing individual, extrovert ako. I don't really like staying at home. Kumbaga, my home is just really my place of rest. I like going out. I like driving around. I like staying in a coffee shop and just reading a book. So that was very hard, to change and to adapt dito sa bago nating new normal nga na sinasabi, no, because you can't really go out and stay and go to your favorite places. So it was challenging on that aspect. And syempre naapektuhan din tayo paminsan-minsan anxiety-wise, no. I mean, regardless kung ikaw ay abogado, doktor o kung kesihodang sino ka pa, you will be affected by the pandemic and by the restrictions, no. So isa rin yun salagang nakaka-apekto every now and then. But then you have to choose to be strong and to be happy and to, forge ahead and just go on with your life. Dahil wala naman tayong ibang choice but to move forward, with or without COVID. So,
Yes.
yeah.
I think yung sa sinabi mo, no, I got a quotable statement, and that is do everything that makes you happy, and the only limitation is that wala kang aapakang ibang tao or wala kang sasaktang ibang tao. And I sympathize with you. I saw the yung hardship of that brought about by the pandemic sa mga extrovert or someone like you na talagang outgoing and who likes to make outdoor activities, 'di ba?
Yeah.
But as you said, kailangan kung we are faced with this one, andito na to, we still make the most out of it and still be, 'di ba? Be happy kung ito na yung andito na to eh. So, 'di ba? Dapat hindi din tayo malimit as to our happiness just because there is the pandemic. So, kanina you said just do your plans, 'di ba? What makes you happy? Life is short. So, Attorney Joe, can you share to everyone ano na ang yung plano ngayon? What are your plans in the near future? What are you looking forward to?
Plano in the future, maghanap ng jowa. Hindi, biro lang. No, I'm very
Lagot
excited.
Ka. Madaming nagtatanong.
I'm very excited to share, Attorney Ange, that in a few days, I'll be leaving for London. And will be staying there for a year. Ako po ay mag-aaral under the UK Chevening Scholarship Program. So I'm very lucky because makakapag-aral po ako ng libre and makakapag-stay sa London. So I'll be going to the University of Westminster at ako po ay mag-aaral ng Master of Science in Cybersecurity and Digital Forensics. But other than that, I'm also planning to revamp my YouTube channel, my vlog. It's called The Abogado pero naging Abogado. And I plan to do more contents for my social media because I realized somehow that, I have an audience to cater to, although it's still growing. And I also plan to, just enjoy life. Nasa Pilipinas man ako or nasa London, I can only look so much sa future eh. Kumbaga, masishare ko lang yung naplano ko na or yung nandyan. But who knows? Life can surprise you in the weirdest way possible. So that's my plan. After my studies, babalik po ako sa Pilipinas and then I will continue my data privacy practice and hopefully cybersecurity practice na din po. And who knows? Baka, mag-guest nyo uli ako and look at an update on my life after that 1 year. But yeah, that's basically what I'm most excited about sa aking buhay in the next 12 months or so.
Yes, so with all your plans, I see a person who's really true to his words. Sabi mo kanina, 'di ba? Make the best or make the most out of this life, and that includes getting a scholarship in London and attending the University of Westminster, di ba? Funded by the UK government. We are so proud of you. Congratulations for getting that Chevening scholarship. And again, what's your specialization that you're taking at the University of Westminster?
I will be studying Master of Science in Cybersecurity and Digital Forensics. So
wow, so
compliment
that's
naman
another Oo, I think that's another passion aside from law practice kasi hindi kadalasan ng mga pupunta sa ibang bansa to get their masteral, what they would do would be to get a masteral on law. But
Yes.
ikaw, what you would be mastering on cybersecurity and digital forensic.
That's right, Attorney Ange. Kasi parang nung na-realize ko as a lawyer, knowledge of the law is not enough. At least sa practice ng data privacy at cybersecurity.
Yes.
So, gusto kong matutunan yung other side naman, the technical side. That's why I'm taking this course.
Ayun, so we are about to end the second half of our show. Thank you very much, Joe, for being brave and allowing your audience to know more about you, and of course sa mga nakakakilala na sa'yo like me, for updating us about your future plans. So please invite our Legalites again to follow you on your social media platforms that are available
Okay.
for the public.
Sure. So, first of all, thank you so much, Attorney Ange, and thank you to Legal Life. Congratulations to everyone po sa lahat ng nanonood po ng Legal Life. You may visit my social media accounts. Madali lang po. It's Abogado. So, yung Abogado po, A-B-O-G-A, ginawa nating Joe sa dulo. Abogado. So, that's me. I'm not your ordinary abogado cause I'm your abogado. O di ba may tagline na ako sa aking.
Oo nga.
So, thank you everyone and I'm very happy, Attorney Ange. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you very much also, Attorney Joe. All the best to you and may God continue to bless your endeavors and adventures, professional man yan or personal. So thank you again for joining us. Enjoy London. Continue making us proud. And of course, rock and roll sa University of Westminster.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, for sponsorships and collaborations, if you want to feature your company, your business, or your brands, please email the Boulder Channel at boulderchannelph@gmail.com. You can also follow our socials at the Boulder Channel. We are present in Facebook, in YouTube, and in Kumu app. So, our next episode is in 2 weeks, but please don't miss Negocentials with Ellen Samano next week, Wednesday 6 to 7 p.m. also. But before that, please watch Curve TV at 7:30 p.m. tonight with Architect Patch after Legal Life. So again, my name is Ange Medina and you've just watched the first and pilot episode of Legal Life, the boldest legal magazine show online. So, dito lang po sa The Boulder Channel. Please remember that try your best to do things right the first time. But if it doesn't work as planned, there may not be any do-overs in life, but there surely be some lessons learned. So, salamat po at stay safe, everyone. Good night.